is brought to you by Yakutini, Voice of the Web. The Prisoners of Dull Space by Sherry Schreiner. There are two governments occupying the United States of America today. First, there is the traditional government established by our founding fathers, founded upon the Constitution and an elected government, and there is the fascist Bavarian Illuminati-backed underground or shadow government led by the corporate military-industrial government, which is fighting against traditional America on its own soil. In other words, the two sectors are the Judeo-Christian-based Constitutional Republic of America and the Luciferian cult-based Socialist Empire of Bavaria, known as Bavarians or the Illuminati. Perhaps as early as 1776, a gradual coup d'etat has been underway by Illuminati secret societies to undermine, overpower, and take over the traditional form of government in America and establish a fascist Luciferian dictatorship working under the guise of a New World Order. Over the last 70 years since 1933, this New World Order shadow government funded by American tax dollars and illegal drugs and weapons trades has been developed and implemented alongside our normal government, but kept hidden and out of public view by controlled media and their trained assassins. There is an inevitable war waiting between the elected service government
90 years after the murders, in a TV program and a book, deep-rooted need to organize and explain events beyond our comprehension.
Over the past 40 years, the New World Order has successfully taken over the elections process to guarantee one fellows is always elected as president.
You go back to the front door
American
and
public
walk
has
slow.
been deceived and played as fools by those who wish to destroy them from within. This joint alien human
Well, what you
domination
run into
is
this time,
complete.
Magnet?
It is this joint alien human government that has covertly undermined our elections
Well, I'll tell you what
process,
we'll do this time,
lied to the
Magnet.
American people,
You walk around
and
back
have
there,
served
and
as
I'll walk around
presidents
out
in
there.
many of our
And we'll check
congressmen
with
since
each other,
the
see what we run into.
1970s.
Okay, Victor.
Secret societies rule our government. Not one president has been elected for the past 30 years. That was not a member of the Council of Foreign
Well,
Relations
I see you
and
finally got
Trilateral
in
Commission
time.
run by the Illuminati. The insignia of the Trilateral Commission is the same insignia seen on alien aircraft. It is the fascist core of the nation's security agency and central intelligence agency that has been the Illuminati's arm of control and protection here in America. It is this core who protect information about these places and the evil aspect of the shadow government from being exposed. It is this core that is the direct not
Okay, I'm on the corner, Rosa Park Drive, Prairie Ave, and Dutton. Down there is a gray house where I was living when they burned it down. I'll show you that in a minute. But over here, no, that's the Martin Luther King Center. And we're gonna come over here. Let's see. I used to live, just up the street. This was all burnt out. And they're doing the road, so it's a little bumpy. But there's my house. It's the one they tried to kill me at.
What was it? And is the government covering
Right
the story of the century?
Burnt it.
Well, one thing is for sure.
Tried to burn me out. My wife and family sat there. We had our business on the corner. And over here was the temple. Okay. Okay. This Jewish church. Right. I used to live right over here. And this is where they burned and bombed my house, remember? Blew up my garage. All kinds of shit. Looks like they're doing some kind of development over here. But this used to be a book. No, it's further up the street, I'm sorry. I've been a long time doing a lot of construction here. We could be working here. Yeah, this could be a spot. Yeah, it still is a book repository. Okay. Alright, now, I used to own, when I was 22, something like that. That house right there on Croydon Road. And that house right there. And the one next to it. And this was the garage and parking spaces.
Then what happened? I thought they were already sovereign. I'm talking about the treaties that the Native Americans, all of the 200 tribes, the treaties that they signed with this government, were they respected?
Of course not.
Okay, then what makes you think yours is going to be respected downtown? Obama's not setting aside a certain particular set aside for black people in reference to Obamacare. It's going to affect all of us. And some of the same ones with the lip service are the same ones that claim themselves to be good, red-blooded Americans. And this thing is sad. So what I did for you, specifically for you, is I pulled up all of the things that Barack Obama promised that he never kept. And this is not a document coming from Professor Griff. We'll talk about who it comes from in a minute. Did Barack H. Obama deliver on his promises? Broken promise number 1. Sunlight before signing, which we talked about earlier. When Obama campaigned for the Democratic presidential nomination in Manchester, New Hampshire on June 22nd, 2007, he announced his sunlight before signing promise. When there is a bill that ends up on my desk as the president, you, the public, will have 5 days to look online and find out what's in it before I sign it, he said. Now, let's look into some of the bills and see what's passed. Did you, as red-blooded Americans, get to look at NDAA? I'm laughing inside while I'm saying this because you sound like a hypocritical idiot. You want to come at Professor Griff. You want to blast Alex Jones and other people. You want to confront the info warriors and the infomaniacs. But we know what we talk about because we have documented proof. That's the first promise that he broke. So you talk to me about stopping prison, what that madness is about. Talk to me about Homeland Security. Talk to me about the TSA and what's going to go down at all of the airports. Talk to me. Anyway, too often bills are rushed through Congress and to the president before the public has the opportunity to review them. As president, Obama will not sign any non-emergency bill without giving the American public an opportunity to review and comment on the White House website for 5 days. What 5 days did I get to look at NDAA? Come on, talk to me. I don't hear nobody talking. But anyway, broken promise number 2, capital gain tax elimination. According to the comprehensive tax plan released during his campaign, Obama promised to eliminate capital gains taxes for small businesses. I have a small business, which is taxed to the hilt. You have small businesses that we can barely keep simply because multinational corporations are given set-asides and tax-free this and tax-free that and loopholes in the way out. Not you, the small businessman. See, we talk about gun control, controlling guns, and then we mention Walmart, and Walmart is brought into the conversations. All of a sudden, we have to talk about these set-asides and someone that's there on the hill representing Walmart. Who is on the hill talking and speaking for you, the small businessman and woman? Nobody. Broken promise number 3, new American job tax credit. Come on, need I talk about that? I can't afford to be taxed $3,000 a year as a small businessman. I'm the one that needs to set aside in the loophole. I'm the one that needs someone on the hill speaking in reference in my behalf. You understand what I'm saying? If a company that currently has 10 U.S. employees increases its domestic full-time employment to 20 employees, this company would get a $3,000 tax credit. Well, I can't afford 20 employees. Obama's promise was never included in the stimulus package. Broken promise number 4, hiatus on the 401k penalties. Many unemployed and financially strapped Americans have considered early withdrawals on 401k and retirement accounts to survive the current recession. You see how you're being squeezed? You're being wrung the out and hung to dry because you're having to tap in to the savings that you've saved all your life and the hard work that you've put in, working from sun up to sun